What's up, guys? This is Bobby Douglas, and this is just the second half of the Kenyon Martin tape, where we're taking a look at the Hargrave versus IMG Academy post-grad game from the Hoop Hall Classic, I believe. So let's get right into it. He had some pretty athletic flashes in the first half. Also showed off a nice distributing ability. So let's get right into this second half. And he's going to be number 4 in the whites. So he will be on the right wing right now, starting number 15 in black. And so again, IMG pretty much switches every high-low action. It looks like they did a lot of that in the first half. Sometimes it leads to a lot of miscommunication, which is troubling, but it is a pretty complex scheme, it looks like. And here's Martin Jr. on the perimeter, setting a screen. Looks like he's going to roll. And that's where I think he's going to be extremely deadly in the NBA. Exactly what we saw right there. Again, using that little screen and roll action and then getting into that middle of the lane where he can kind of create for others and finish with his explosive leaping ability. We saw a nice little finger roll finish. I believe that was with his right hand right there. So, again, that's where I think in the NBA he could be really dangerous. It's just a smaller roll man. And, again, he has shown flashes of being able to distribute. And so I do think that's a legit option for him in the NBA. If he can get his game to that level overall in terms of his skill development. Shooting, obviously, is a major issue with him. Again, 14.3%, according to, I think, Real GM for his AAU stats with the Oakland Soldiers. So, obviously needs to work on that, just getting a little bit more of a consistent stroke. Right there, pretty nice job moving his feet. And, again, can use that athleticism really, really well in terms of blocking shots and contesting things as well. So, right there, we saw a nice little defensive slide from him. And again, right there, he was a little bit asleep. And again, he was just frozen on the drive. He either should be stunting or he should be recovering back to his man. He just kind of stood in no man's land for a little bit too long. Led to the open three, but he did end up recovering and getting an average contest on it, I would say. And the three was missed. So here's Martin Jr., and he's going to throw an alley-oop, and it's going to be back. And again, there's a nice dunk. Not the most efficient way to score 2 points right there, but regardless, it ended up in a nice finish for Kenyon Martin Jr. And here we go, guarding the driver. Looks like we got a foul on the 3, so I'll skip these free throws. And that's a miss and an offensive rebound. Should have boxed out his man before going up for that sky-high rebound right there for Martin Jr. And here he is on the ball, guarding a bigger player. And again, the high-low switch. And good job from Kenyon Martin Jr. just being in the right place at the right time, snagging that loose ball. That shouldn't have been a pass. And again, you can see the pace that these guys play with. I mean, it's pretty much a higher level, higher intensity all-star game, I would say. At least they're trying to defend at times, but it's basically just a 40-minute sprint for these guys. Martin maybe should have tagged that cutter. And here he is. Yeah, so again, right there, I do like that he's willing to use that left hand, but that's not really an efficient way to finish, even though he did a nice job staying in the play and getting that lay-in. And you can see he's already starting to have a little bit more of an impact in the second half than he was in the first half. Again, I do think he finishes with 34 points and 16 rebounds, so he obviously is going to play pretty well. And here he is on the ball. And again, he can afford to kind of play off of shooters a little bit just because he does have that length and athleticism to really recover. And we saw that right there. He was playing off a little bit, almost baited his man into taking that deep 3, and he ended up doing a nice job contesting. So right there, I would like to see him get the ball back right there, but got another just total fast break layup. Something that could have been a foul. Again, I'd like to see a screen and roll right here. Let's see what they do. So Martin's in the top of the key. Nothing really going on there. And I don't know if that pass was intended for him or not. If it was, that's not a great pass. Otherwise, you know. So right now, I feel like he's be sprinting back, even though it's basically a 1-on-3. And again, it is kind of hard to really just be going all out when his teammates and the other team aren't really doing that either. So that's a little bit tough to gauge. That's a good screen from Martin. Another good screen from him. So again, I do want to see him being used in a little bit more of these screen and pop, screen and roll actions. Because I do think he's a pretty solid screener, and he's pretty quick out of them, so he can really get into the lane and really create havoc and mismatches for defenses. Looks like we're going to get a jump right here. And he's going to... It's a nice finish from Martin Jr. again with that left hand. So he is pretty versatile in terms of going up with both hands. He's obviously a better finisher with his right hand, but he has shown an affinity, not an affinity, but just a willingness to drive and finish, and at least attempt to finish with his left hand. And let's see what he does here. Again, good job running. Oh my goodness, that would have been insane if he managed to get that one down. But good job running the lane right there and getting out ahead of the defense. And if he got that one to go, that would have been probably the most impressive dunk we've seen in this breakdown series. Again, there's just a ton of fast breaks. And again, just the overall discipline in this game is just not there. They are letting him play a lot more in the second half, which is good. Good awareness from Martin right there, relocating. Once he saw his guard starting to drive, he got out of the paint, gave him a lot of space to work with. So we got a charge, I want to say? Yeah, it's got to be a charge. So here's Martin. Again, probably should have showed a little bit better coordination right there. That's a catchable pass. And again, I get it's low for him, but he needs to be able to catch those in the NBA. Got another fast break coming right here. Another dunk. So he's Martin on the switch. And again, you can just see, again, not the quickest guy, can let his man get by him, but again, that explosive leaping ability into those shot blocks are really impressive right there. Probably should have been a little bit more on point with the pass, but I like the thinking. But again, that block is just insane. And so we're going to see it again right here, I assume. Never mind, we're not going to. Oh, it's just going to be the dunk, board slap, yeah. But again, that dunk is, or that block is just incredible, really. And here we go. This should be it. And so again, decent defense, and again, that leaping ability, and that's with his left hand too. He can block with his left and his right, which is very important for a modern shot blocker. And again, probably one of the best wing shot blockers in the draft class, I would say. It just, that can't be his primary skill, obviously, but it doesn't hurt. And right there, nice strong finish. Not a dunk, but just went up strong with it and got the two-handed play in to go. Got a timeout right here. So they're playing drop, and again, he was right there for that block. Good job, Wade, kind of almost stalking his prey on that defensive rotation. He's looking for another one. Now he's just starting to rim chase. Got a charge. And a replay of, oh yeah. So there's Martin in the post. Looks like a dunker spot. Not really involved on that play, but. And here he is guarding in the post. Let's see what he does here. Good job walling up. He got help from his teammate as well. And again, that's probably a guy who has 3 to 4 inches on him, just based on the looks of it. Did a nice job just staying with his hands up. And again, if he's disciplined with his timing, I could see him being a very effective post defender just because he does have that, again, that explosive leaping ability that really helps him block shots and contest shots. And so if he's disciplined on pump fakes, which he hasn't shown to be great at this stage in his development, but if you can really nail that down and just time his jumps perfectly, he can really be an effective shot blocker and shot defender in the NBA. Oh, swing it. And there's a nice drop-off pass and a very powerful finish. So again, just have him in that dunker spot, and he can elevate with the best of them. So nice finish. He probably got a warning for hanging on the rim or something. See it again right here. Again, nice pass, and then big-time slam. So again, I just switched on the ball screen. Good job moving his feet. And yeah, so right there he did a nice job recovering, but you can see he got a little bit beat on that little up fake from the guy he was defending. And again, that's a play where I mentioned earlier, if he can really just manage to stay disciplined and stay alert on those pump fakes in the post, I think he could be a very solid post defender. And there's another dunk. Now he's just starting to go a little bit crazy on this team, but again, if he can really just stay disciplined on those pump fakes, he can be a really solid post defender, I think, for his size. So again, he's in the post guarding right now. Missed 3. Let's see if he shoots this one. So he knocked that one down. So again, if he's getting enough time and space to knock those 3-pointers down, I think he can maybe become a decent 3-point shooter. But right now, I'm not really sure if I buy the form. It's a little bit of a slow release, and again, just the history with him as a shooter just isn't really encouraging in any way. So obviously, there's going to be a lot of growing pains when it comes to developing that shot to be viable at the next level. But that was a nice stroke right there. And he was right there for that putback if the ball bounced his way. You got a deflection out of bounds. It's going to be IMG ball. And this, I think, is going to be another dunk. Yeah. And again, heads at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of space to load up. He's really starting to come on in the second half. Got a nice little air ball. Starting to get into the roll territory. So Martin's in the post right now. Let's see how he defends this. So he's going to get help on towards the middle. Again, that's exactly what I mean. Stay disciplined. The second he saw that shot go up, he was up in the air. And listen, if he's going straight up like that, the refs aren't going to call fouls for you being straight up most of the time. So again, that was a really good example of how we can just perfect that technique and just be a really solid post defender. I really like that possession from Martin. Good, solidly set screen from him right there, too, on that pin down. We got a timeout right here. I'll skip this. But again, this second half, he showed a lot better motor. He's shown he can be really involved. Defensively, he's looked a lot better, in my opinion. This is definitely the better of his two halves in this game. And here he's with the ball in his hands again. Again, just see the rawness in his handle, like just trying to come off a screen and curl it. Can't really get it. Nice rebound, though. And let's see if he gets it. Looks like he's going to draw a foul. But again, just the rawness with his handle. I think that's the second time we've seen him just kind of dribble it off his shoe in the slightest bit of traffic. So obviously needs to work on that. See how he operates in the post. Good quick move, and he's going to finish with that left hand again. I'm telling you, very versatile with what hand he can finish with. Saw right there. And I do like the action that he's used to set up that finish as well. Just a quick little jab fake, and he managed to get his defender off balance. Looks like we got another timeout right here. Just quick little post move, shook his defender. He finished with the nice left-handed layup. And here we go. This will be another dunk. Yeah. And so you can see a lot of his scoring will come off of dunks and just his teammates finding him, just being that presence in the dunker spot right there. Good job moving his feet and staying disciplined on the smaller guard. So we got a jump ball. It's going to be Hargrave ball, I want to say. We'll see the dunk right here. And again, he's just kind of in the right spot. Good pass from his point guard, and bam. Good job kind of just switching with that for a little bit and then getting back to his man. The 3 went in, but he provided enough resistance. Oh my God. These guys are just not afraid. That was insane. I think this is the first free throw. Yeah. And there we go. IMG breaks the press. And here you can see Martin being used as that small ball 5. And it's not really small ball because... And that's just kind of one of those shots. It's not really small ball because he is probably one of the biggest guys on the team. So he just kind of is playing just a default 5. You got a foul here. Here's Martin on the perimeter. Did a nice job pretty much staying down. Yeah, nice job from Martin on the perimeter right there. And again, really nice vertical contest. Again, just staying straight up. Again, going up with that left hand, and here he is leading the break. Nice pass to his teammate, and it's going to be a finish. Yeah. Nice sequence from Martin right there. Really strong vertical contest. And again, he's a guy who can put his head on the rim easy. So he kind of reminds me of almost like a Josh Smith type, if you want to say that's his prototype. Nice contest right there as well. Josh Smith, not the, three-point shooting version of Josh Smith we saw later in his career, but just like the high-flying athlete Josh Smith. And I'm not really saying that in terms of his overall potential because I think Josh Smith was an all-star 1 or 2 years. But, just in terms of that play style, that kind of rim-running, big forward, that 6'7" type, and who could just finish over guys. Have a lot of highlight dunks and blocks. Good job snagging that rebound. Good pin down into a curl. Ooh. So right here, here's just going to be, ooh. And Martin couldn't really secure that. I think he might have gotten caught. He might have drawn a foul there, actually. But See who's shooting the free throws. It's going to be, I think that's KMJ, right? Yeah. So watch him shoot these free throws. Looks pretty solid to me. Yep. Good job making both right there. See how he does in the screen. Total full-blown switch. Good job staying disciplined again. I like how he didn't jump. On a little hesitation. You can see Hargrave starting to make a little comeback. We got a timeout right here. Let's see if he finishes this. Yep. Good job. Good catch in traffic from Martin. Good step through as well. And then he finishes with another powerful dunk. That's a foul. Yeah. That's a nice finish from Hargrave. And so we got the final minute 30. They shouldn't be fouling. Looks like we got a turnover. Yeah. Not on Martin Jr., but. So yeah, this game is really starting to turn into a pretty tight one. So you can see Martin just kind of camping out in the lane. Good job getting that rebound. Being strong with the ball, finding a guard. And yeah, IMG needs to slow it down a little bit right now. And they're not going to do that. Martin's going to finish. Good finish, but I'm not really sure if I like the thought process there. I guess that's fine, actually. 4-point game, you have an open lane. Good job from Martin moving his feet again, and looks like we got a foul on the ground for that box out. Okay, that can't happen. His head was totally turned the wrong way. He just allowed his man an open three. He missed it, but Martin was just totally asleep on defense right there. So at the final 43 seconds right here. The final score is it's 100 to 95. Never mind. But so we got. I don't think IMG's in the bonus yet. Apparently they are. No, they weren't. Let's see. So again, they're just going to send the Wolves at Kenyon Martin Jr. That's a nice pass. That's a really nice pass from Kenyon Martin Jr. He got fouled before, but that's a high-level feat. Again, he has shown flashes as being a good distributor, so I kind of buy that a little bit. And obviously it's pretty easy to pass in this type of a game where it's pretty open season in terms of transition opportunities, but he has shown a pretty solid idea of where to throw the ball, and again, overall nice vision. Let's see him take these throws. Missed that one. We got a foul. I'm not really sure if I like that. Just overall action. We'll skip these free throws. And again, they're going to foul him right here, so I'll skip these. Then we got a timeout. So yeah, 23 seconds left. Got another foul. Skip these free throws. Same old song and dance. Another timeout. So we got the final 15 seconds here. I think Martin's going to get this free throw. Yeah. So I think he makes one of two here. So we'll watch these free throws, and then that should be it. Yeah, I missed that one. He's probably, what, like 5 of 8 from the line, I would say, in this game, maybe? Around there. So pretty on pace with his percentages from the Oakland Soldiers, where he was around 63%. And I'll make this one, yeah. And then so IMG just should not be doing anything right now. So let them score. They're not going to. And they're not going to shoot that one. No foul is going to be called. And that's it. So, yeah. So, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I'll pause the video here. But I hope you guys enjoyed that game. Again, it was pretty fast-paced. I think there was a lot of transition opportunities. And, yeah, I thought we saw a lot of good things from Kenyon Martin Jr. And, listen, I probably have him outside my top 60 when it's all said and done. But I do think if you stick him in the G League for 1 or 2 seasons, I think he could develop into something pretty fun to watch. He does have a lot of highlight dunks, obviously. And I do think he has defensive versatility as well as potential as a passer in a short role. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And I think I'll get Ayo Dosunmu out today as well. So, stay tuned for that. That should be coming out soon. But yeah, overall, thank you guys for watching. Remember, if you like the content of this channel and if you like this video, please like it and subscribe. That really helps me out. So yeah, we will see you for Ayo Dosunmu, and thanks for watching.